Ready for anything.
I can't waste any more time.
What must be done?
Spurious prune tart.
There is work to do. Right, better get to it.
Let's get this over with. Certainly. Don't want to think about where my eye is itching. Hope your soul is in good hands.
Shall we cut and run? On the way. Now they see me.
Another fight. Let's go. On my way.
You bow, or you break.
I have missed this. The adventure, the danger, the kicking of butts.
Yes? Let's end this.
I don't fancy their chances. Step by step.
I'd sooner spit his skull, but...
Ready for battle. Onward.
Mr. Unreal. Good move. Twice as for the shot. What path lies before me?
Consider my hackles raised.
The dance macabre.
I will ascend. Make way.
But kicking for goodness! Bubbles for boo.
Your command. Got to keep fighting. Onward.
I can't even catch my breath. Hope this ends well.
Into battle.
They're dying for me. All of them.
What should I do?
The witching hour. Still on my feet. Walk in death. Let's have a look. It's time. Let us eat.
This head belonged to the automaton you encountered in the Underdark. How did it come to be here? This head belonged to the automaton you encountered in the Underdark. How did it come to be here?
Let's get going. Your desire. Still breathing, despite everything. Need to find a way forward.
The Neurosita. I can hear its hum. Familiar, yet painful. I helped design the steel watches, toiled night and day on the first bipedal prototype. It is fitting it ends this way. I will bring down not only the steel watch, but the very foundry itself. This place will be smoke and rubble when I am finished. Are you ready, my friend? Like the foundry, the Neurosita's exterior is near impossible to penetrate. However, its inner circuitry is highly unstable. I'm going to rain fire upon it from the inside out. Gond, let your hammer be my courage, your furnace my heart.
That was a hell of a show, my friend. Watchers collapse in the street as we speak. And the foundry. Well, it won't stain this beautiful city with its abominations. Not anymore. But it's not over. So long as a single parasitic Gondian remains, Baldur's Gate is under threat.
Enough, wulbren. Gortash enslaved us, forced us to build his steel watches, but no more. Take the city, let the Iron Hands reign supreme. I just wish to go home and hold my daughter.
Please. If a Gondian told me the sky was blue, I'd look outside and check. You Gondians will lie, scheme, and torment this city until your dying breaths. Let's end this! I thought you were a rebel in arms. I see now you were but a snake, waiting for its moment to strike. Keep your precious Gondians. But know that I will not rest until this city is rid of them and their bootlickers. When the day comes, my hammer will find your skulls and crack them wide open. Iron Hands, move out!
You go with the girls. I'll find another way towards the inn.
No! I can't go without you.
There's three then.
I'll feel that one later.
My faith protects me.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? It is not the eyes that I fear, it is the intelligence behind them. The Absolute is merely the outward form of something far more insidious. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. And just as then, he has more than one chosen to manifest his gruesome plot. He has Orin, and he has you. I see that. You have at least a measure of self-control. But Baal's inheritance is not shrugged off so easily. The heart of a Baal spawn is a flipped coin that lands on its edge. Yours is a family set on self-slaughter. When there are two or more, they will destroy one another until a single heir to the throne of blood remains. In times gone by, there was an errant-hearted Baal spawn who stood against his foul father and brother, Saravok. Optimist that I am, I hope you are of similar heroic vintage. If you did not have the strength to resist those urges, you would have become a savage beast long ago. I believe you will save this city. And I'd like to help the only way I know how, with a guidebook. This one did not flow from my quill, but from that of the wizard Irenicus. It is a study of the Slayer, and may give you a much-needed edge when you face Baal's chosen. And you would use that power for good? A risky proposition. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it. It is possible you could turn it against the city's enemies, but it will be better to purge yourself of Baal's influence entirely. Still, perhaps Irenicus's study will help you to work out some techniques for your own beastly form. A genius, exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanessala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baal spawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baal spawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldur's Gate. Quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest of the adventuring paraphernalia yourself. You'll need every advantage. I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped. But not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
should all be running.
My friend,
The world spins as Ravengard's dizziness flows into you.
His mind is his own, but the Elder Brain touched him deeper than most. He must stay here. He will need time to recover.
The voice is gone, but I still hear its echoes. Reflections of reflections. Goddamn Gortash. He'll suffer for this. I'll drive Baldwin's sword straight through his belly. I am older Ravengard. I will not stand by while...
Your parasites link. Pain splits your head, and you hear a distant voice, a whisper of a memory. It calls for you. All of you.
I saw your mind. A thing's still in me. And there's one in you. I don't understand.
Relax your mind. I will show him.
Ravengard gasps as his thoughts consume yours. He sees everything. The Nautiloid journey, the perilous path to Moonrise, the astral prism, and the Emperor within.
By the hells. My life hinges on a mind flayer's whim, and Baldur's Gate hangs from its talons. It seems the fate of the city lies in your hands. Please, promise that you'll be the shield that defends, the sword that slays, and the hammer that rebuilds. Be our champion. Of course. The city is wealthy. If you save us, I shall raise a tax in your name. And we shall erect a statue. May the Triad guide you. As you wish. Hells, Floric. While the Absolute commanded my mind, I condemned her to death and confined her in Worm's Rock prison. She stood by me even as the Hell's fires lapped at my feet. You must free her. Please. Floric's a great friend to me, and a great friend to the city. She'll make a stalwart ally for you. I was returning from Elturel. My traveling party stopped at an inn, Joaquin's Rest, to lay our heads. It wasn't the heat that woke me. It was the scent. Cultists had set fire to the place. I don't remember being taken. Just the smoke burning my throat before I fell. I awoke in Moonrise Towers, inside one of those damnable pods. The rest, well, the rest goes without saying. A complicated one. I went to greet Elturel's High Overseer, only for the Archdevil Zariel to drag the city into the Hells. I've been touched by Avernus, been a plaything for demons. A tale for other places, other days. To start with, A reckoning. Even before I was infected, the dukes and patriarchs applauded as Gortash took control. They cheered as his automatons marched the streets, lauded his tyranny of steel in the interest of security. I will rebuild the city, but first, I will tear down the council and start anew. Those who would give up the freedom of the people to purchase temporary safety deserve neither power nor liberty.
Little love, whatever could be the matter. You want to talk? That's very cute. Oh, I can refuse you nothing. You are perfect. Every time. Oh, I can refuse you nothing. "7,000 souls have given me the power to carve out my own future. And I want you to be part of it. Look at you, precious thing. You always stare so eagerly. Go on then. I'll allow it. Oh, I can refuse you nothing. Delicious. How could I say no? You are my favorite, after all. Oh, I can refuse you nothing. Delicious. Anything for you, my darling. Mm. I do rather like that, you know. We are sovereigns. My sole endeavor now is to make this world yours and mine alone.
Ah, excellent choice.
So it seems, but game's not over yet. New cards are drawn, new hands are played, newcomers play.
Ignorance breeds madness.